friends. Today we're going to talk about how to properly wash your hair with Monat. Our shampoo is super concentrated, so we're going to talk a little bit about that. But first, you get in the shower. Once you get in the shower, you're going to wet your hair as if you're washing it. I have super thick hair, so I kind of go like this with the water falling down, right? Like I go like this and I make sure I get all the water up underneath here, okay? Because the shampoo is super concentrated, it'll be really hard to move it around if you don't have enough water in your hair, okay? When you go to I've been told, some people do this and pull all the excess water. Don't do that. Don't do that thing. No, just keep it really, really nice and wet. Get your shampoo. You're going to put it in your hand. I have real thick hair, so I'm going to tell you it's about the size of a quarter when I use Monat. If you're not using Monat and it's less concentrated, you might need more. If you're using Monat and you have less hair than I do, then use a little bit less. The first shampoo is not going to suds up, so just keep that in mind. Alright, so your hair is really wet. You have a little bit of shampoo in your hand. You're going to take a little bit, your hands are probably already wet, right? You're going to work it in your hands first to sort of get some bubbles going. And then what I do is I don't go like that. I take it and I work my fingers like this and slowly kind of move it around in different places, right? And it's not sudsing yet. Remember that part? Okay, so you work it around until you can kind of feel, you can feel what shampoo feels like, you know, you're smart. All right, and then we rinse. Again, don't just like stick your head under the shower head. That was repetitive. Take your hands and continue to scrub your scalp. Now notice, I am not doing this, because that is not how we wash our hair. We wash our scalp, okay? All right, so we have the first shampoo out. Good. We're still not gonna do this thing, okay, guys? No, don't do that. Get it nice and wet again. It'll probably be easier this time because you've already shampooed it once. The same amount of shampoo the second time. Okay, so about a quarter. Remember what I said. More, less, concentrated, not concentrated, thick hair, thin hair. Basically, use your judgment, but don't use so much that you're wasting product, okay? All right. Work it, shampoo scalp. This time you should get suds, okay? I kind of go like this, do this. I work on my areas that get like gross sweaty when I work out. Here I really work at, here I really work at, and you just want to make sure it gets the suds. Here's where the asterisk is. Technically you just need 2 shampoos, but if your second shampoo doesn't suds, if you wait like 3 weeks to wash your hair, you probably need to shampoo 3 or 4 times to make sure you get the suds. If you don't get the suds, your hair's not going to feel clean, okay? Okay, long we're clear. So, we have lots of suds. You're going to let it sit. I forgot to say that the first time. It's good to let it sit a couple of minutes. So I like wash it and then maybe get my face soap and wash my face, rinse it off, and then rinse the shampoo out. And then wash it again, get the suds, and then maybe whatever other people like to do in the shower. I don't know, move on to your steps. Rinse it. We're rinsing like this. We don't really need to scrub the ends, okay? The only reason your ends would be dirty is if you put lots and lots of product in it, which still a good shampoo and good product will wash out with the shampoo that just kind of like falls down here. So if you want to do this number, if you're worried about your ends getting clean, that's fine. But you're not going to do this thing like they do in the Herbal Essences commercial. That's wrong. Don't do that. Okay. Next we have conditioner. Now is when you get all of the water out of your hair, right? So now you do the thing where you squeeze the water out, and what, you know, we've all got our thing we do. Squeeze as much water out as you can because you want the conditioner to not be diluted, right? We don't want to dilute the fantastic ingredients we have in our conditioners and masks. So same thing, pull all the water out. I don't actually do it like this in the shower. Anyway. So, conditioner, I use a little bit more because I've got real dry, curly hair. If you have real oily, fine hair, maybe use a little bit less than the shampoo. So, maybe I use that much, I don't know. Take and work at your ends, okay? Take the conditioner in your hands like this, and you're going to start, people like to say ears down, okay? Work the conditioner. You should be able to move your fingers through it all the way. If you can't, you need a little bit more. Some people like to use like a big comb in the shower. You can do that too. You're just going to comb your fingers through. However long you let your shampoo sit, you're going to let the conditioner sit double. So let the conditioner sit 5 minutes if you can. Use your common sense. If this is making your shower too long, then do whatever you want. But this is just, you know, Monat instructions proper. Let the conditioner sit. If you have real dry, itchy scalp for any reason, because of the weather, because of whatever product you're using, because you just got your color done, whatever, you are allowed to take a little bit of this conditioner on your ends and move it up towards your scalp. If you have a real dry, itchy scalp, because guess what? Dry, itchy scalp is just like dry, itchy skin, and it needs moisture like lotion, aka conditioner, okay? So you can move it up towards your scalp then. Then you let it sit. You rinse it out with cold water. Oh, I forgot to say this too. Shampoo with warm or hot water. Condition and rinse out with cool water. Because the conditioner we want to stay. The shampoo we want to rinse everything and all the dirt out. So the hot water opens everything up. The cold water closes everything down. So rinse with cool water if you can stand it. And then move on with your life. Happy showering.